What's up, folks? The Sportsbook Killer, UFC 306. Noche UFC. Oh, man. Y'all are not going to want to miss this. This is an incredible fight card. I'm going to briefly go over what I did last week. I messed up on the Dana White's Contender Series. My strong picks only hit at 40%. My prop bets hit at 80%, but I felt so bad about that I had to come back on UFC Vegas 97 and redeem myself. My strong bets for UFC Vegas 97 hit 100%. My strong prop bets for UFC Vegas 97 hit at 88% accuracy. And my strong bets for Bellator and prop bets for Bellator hit at 100%. If you didn't make no money on those, I don't know what to tell you. I had to come back strong and redeem myself, and I believe I have. So if I lost you any money, if you lost any money following my bets with the Dana White Contender Series, I'm sure you should have made it back 3 or 4, maybe even tenfold on UFC Vegas 97 and Bellator. I usually kill it when it's two different cards like that because I like to mix up my parlays and everything. But let's get to UFC Noche UFC 306. We're going to start with the main event, as I always do. We got Sugar Sean O'Malley in a championship fight. Sugar Sean O'Malley is the champion going up against Merab Dashvili. This is going to be a fight. People talking about it. It's going to be very, very interesting. Sean O'Malley is a sniper. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He switches stances well. His boxing is great. He is a versatile striker, and he has KO power and great cardio. So it's going to be interesting. He's 18-1 with the no contest. Now, it's almost a pick-em between him and Merab. But let me give you the ballistics on Merab. Merab's going to be about 5 inches shorter. Merab is a judo black belt. He has relentless grappling, great cardio. He's a hard puncher. Rumor has it he may have a staph infection. He says he doesn't, so I don't know. But this guy has cardio for days. He sets a very fast pace. He has a great ground game. He's on a 10-fight win streak, and he is a hard puncher. Now, I don't think as hard as Sean O'Malley, but I don't think he sits on his punches like Sean O'Malley does. He's not as hard a puncher, but if he hits you, he can hurt you. But his main thing, his method to victory usually is just to constantly grapple with you and take you down over and over until you're just so exhausted that you just lay on your back because you're tired of fighting the takedowns. So I'm going to be going with Merab Dashvili because I tend to lean on the grappler side in fights like this. I think he becomes the next champion. I do. I think he becomes the next bantamweight champion. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop, the over 2.5 round prop, and the over 3.5 round prop on this one because Merab doesn't usually look for submissions. He doesn't. He'll ground and pound you a little bit, but his thing is just to keep you grappling. He believes he has the stronger grappling cardio, and he just wants to keep you grappling till you have absolutely nothing left in those arms to throw anything at him. And I can see him doing it against Sean O'Malley. But Sean O'Malley is not going to be a cakewalk, of course. I see the fight lasting a little while. Unless, if it doesn't last as long as I think it is, it's because O'Malley clipped him and it's over. But no one's been able to do that to Merab in a long time. So this guy, he is hard to beat, and he keeps coming. They call him the machine for a reason. So I got Merab Dashvili, and I got over 1.5 round prop, over 2.5 round prop, and over 3.5 round prop. Next fight. We got the flyweights. Oh, now this is going to be a fight. This is Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko, the third fight between them. This is the third one, the flyweight division. Now, Alexa Grasso, she's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, very hard puncher. She has great boxing, good cardio, and a good ground game. Shevchenko, she is a judo black belt, taekwondo black belt. She boxes usually out of the southpaw stance. She has very good boxing. She has good takedowns too, and she has a solid ground game, very solid ground game. In this particular fight, I like Shevchenko. In the first time they fought, Shevchenko went for a spinning back kick and got her back taken and got choked out. The second time they fought, I felt like Shevchenko won that fight, and they called it a draw. So this time, I'm going with Shevchenko. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop, the over 2.5 round prop, and the over 3.5 round prop because this is a championship fight. Grasso is the champ now. The reason I'm going with this and picking this fight this way is because Shevchenko, she's a slow starter. She likes to react. She's not one of my stronger picks, but I'm going to lean her. I'm not going to put as much on her as I would have years ago because she was unstoppable years ago. But I'm going to put her in maybe 2 or 3 parlays and see if she can get this win for me. Grasso's going to be a tough fight, though, because Grasso can box. She has really good boxing, and she is a hard puncher. And she's no slouch on the ground. She got some moves on the ground, too. She's good. But I'm going to lean Shevchenko. This fight right here is pretty much a pick'em as well. But I'm going to lean Shevchenko because I feel like she should have won the second fight between them. Next fight, we got the men's featherweight division. This is another fight everybody's waiting to see. Brian Ortega going up against Diego Lopez. Brian Ortega is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and he is good on the ground. Man, this guy has chokes and submissions like you wouldn't believe. He has a very strong chin. He can take a beating. He has really good boxing. He fights mostly out of the southpaw stance. Great ground game, but his takedowns are rather weak. If you have any kind of wrestling, it's going to be hard for him to take you down, so he'll just stand with you more so than even waste the energy trying to take you down. Diego Lopez, this guy's a dynamic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He is a hard, versatile striker. He has a great ground game. He's a very hard puncher and very good boxing. Only problem I have with Diego Lopez, I get a little scared because he starts to fade in the late rounds. Like around round 3, he tends to kind of start to fade a little bit. And that's not good with Brian Ortega because this guy, Ortega, has heart. He has heart, and he will fight to the bitter end. And he can throw up a submission from almost anywhere. So this is not going to be the easiest pick, but I am going to go with Diego Lopez. I'm going to go with the young, hungry lion. And I'm going to take Diego Lopez to win. And I'm going to take the prop bet that the fight starts the second round and that the fight starts the third round. DraftKings has that prop bet. So Diego Lopez to win. Fight starts second round. Fight starts third round. Next fight. We got the men's lightweight division. Daniel Zellhuber going up against Esteban Ribovic. Ribovic is pretty good. Daniel Zellhuber trains over at Extreme Couture. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, strong chin, phenomenal takedown defense, really good boxing, and he has a really solid ground game. Esteban Ribovic, he has a rather weak ground game. He has weak takedown defense, though I don't think he'll have to worry about getting taken down in this fight. Zellhuber loves to strike. Ribovic is a hard puncher, and he throws many versatile different strikes. He likes to punch, kick. He throws some versatile strikes. I'm going with Daniel Zellhuber here. I definitely don't think he can outstrike Daniel Zellhuber. So I think Zellhuber should win this one. And I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop. And I'm going to take the over 2.5 round prop in this one. Next fight, we had the men's flyweight division. Ronaldo Lazy Boy Rodriguez versus Ode Osborne. Rodriguez is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. Doesn't say much. He's a hard puncher. He has a good ground game, and he is on a 6-fight win streak. Ode Osborne should be a lot better than what we're seeing. He beat Charles Johnson a while back. He has very fast strikes. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. I don't understand why this guy gets in the cage and keeps losing. So you might not want to ride with me on this one because I got a funny feeling Ode is going to lose, but I'm going to take him in this fight. I think that the Ode Osborne that beat Charles Johnson has to be somewhere in there, and he got to pull it out because I think if he loses this one, he probably gets cut from the UFC. So I'm going to give him one last chance. He's failed me in the past, but I got to give him one more chance to see if he can pull this win out. So, hey, if y'all want to stay off this fight, help yourself. If you want to go with Rodriguez, I ain't mad at you because he does have a really good shot at winning, and he is the favorite in this one. But I'm going to sprinkle Ode Osborne in a parlay and see if he might be able to pull this off for me. I'm going to give him one last chance to pull this off for me. I'm definitely going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. Next fight. We got the women's bantamweight division. Irene Aldana going up against Norma Dumont. This is going to be a very interesting fight. It could be good. I got a funny feeling it's going to be rather boring, though. Irene Aldana, she has really good boxing, great cardio. She's a hard puncher with a strong chin. Norma Dumont, you're not going to see much here. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, though, so she'll try and Go for a few takedowns here and there. She probably won't get them. Maybe she'll get one or, one here and there. But I'm not so sure she can take down Aldana and hold her down. So I'm going to I think I'm just going to stay off this one all in all. If I were going to bet on this fight, I would have to go with Aldana. I really would. But I'm going to leave this one alone. I am. I'm going to focus on the overs in this fight. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. And I'll more than likely throw a little something on the fight goes the distance prop. I see this fight lasting. I see this fight going the distance, as a matter of fact. And I'm more focused on that than who's going to win because, right now it's a pick 'em. And if I had to bet, I would probably lean Aldana. I would probably put her in a parlay. And I might end up doing it at the last minute. But I'm going to stay away from this one. You guys, good luck with your pick. But I'm more so looking at the fight going the distance and making money that way. The next fight, we got the men's lightweight division. Manuel Torres going up against Ignacio Bahamondes. Now, this is interesting because Manuel Torres is good. This guy has KO power, good cardio, and he's on a 6-fight win streak. He's 15-2 is his record. This guy's good. If he touches you, he can put you to sleep. Ignacio Bahamondes is 6'3", so there's going to be about a 5-inch height difference between these guys and about a 2-inch reach difference between them, with Bahamondes having the longer arms. Bahamondes is a stance switcher. He has very strong leg kicks. He's been kickboxing since he was I believe 14 or 15 years old. He's a versatile striker, very fast striker too, but he doesn't have a lot of power. He can sit there and outpoint you and outstrike you all day, but he just doesn't have the power. I haven't seen him hit anybody with that one-hitter quitter where he can put him out. So I'm going to take Ignacio Bahamondes to win a tough decision. And I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop, the over 2.5 round prop, and the fight goes the distance prop. And hope that he doesn't get clipped and knocked out by Torres because Torres has just been KOing cats left and right. But I'm going to lean Bahamondes on this one, and I'm going to take the overs to balance me off just in case he loses a decision or keeps getting knocked down and loses a decision. I'm going to take the overs, and that'll help me still earn some money even if I lose on the fight pick. But I think Bahamondes should be able to outpoint this guy. Next fight, we got the women's strawweight division. Yasmin Harage going up against Caitlin Souza. Ooh, now this is going to be good. I think this is going to be good. I'm going to take Harage. She has good boxing. She's a very hard puncher, and she has really good cardio. Souza has good boxing too, and she's a hard puncher. But she has kind of weak takedown defense. But Harage is not a ground fighter. She likes to keep it standing. She likes to outstrike her opponent. So I'm going to go with Yasmin Harage. Right now, she's about a 5-1 favorite. And I'm not liking that because I still remember the money she lost me when she got knocked out real quick by Denise Gomez. So I'm going to act like I'm going to give her another shot. But I was really angered by that because she was a heavy favorite against Gomes. And she ended up getting KO'd, so that kind of irritated me. But I think Harage can beat Caitlin Souza for sure. So I go with that, and I'll toss a little money on the over 1.5 round prop. The next fight, we had the men's flyweight division. This fight was switched. It was Edgar Chairez going up against Kevin Borjas, but now it's Edgar Chairez going up against Joshua Vaughn. Joshua Vaughn just coming off a knockout from Charles Johnson, just KO'd him. I don't like these late replacements. I hate betting on these late replacement fights because I just, something about it. I don't know what kind of shape the other guy's going to be in. I don't like betting against Edgar Chairez because this guy's good. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. He's a hard puncher, very strong chin, good boxing, phenomenal cardio. This guy, Edgar Chairez, is good. So if you want to take him over Joshua Vaughn, I'm not mad at you. This fight could go in a way that Edgar Chairez could go for takedowns and strike two and end up beating Joshua Vaughn. It could also go away where he can't get the takedown and Joshua Vaughn pieces him up standing because Joshua Vaughn got some good hands. So I'm not going to touch a winner in this one. I'm just giving you guys the ballistics so you can make your own decision. But I will touch that over 1.5 round prop. I will do that. I'll take the over 1.5 round prop in this one. And like I said, the fight can go either Chairez could strike and mix up some grappling in there and win, or Joshua Vaughn can just stand on the feet and piece him up all day and win. It could go either way. I don't quite know. So I'm just gonna take the over 1.5 round prop and be done with that short notice fight. Next fight, we got Raul Rosas Jr. Now, I like this. This guy can fight. These the men's bantamweight division. He's gonna be fighting Arichi Lang. Arichi Lang his record is 25-10. So he's been in MMA for a while. But let me get to Mr. Rosas. This kid is 9-1. He's 19 years old. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt and just a grappling phenomenon. He has great takedowns, great ground game, relentless grappling. He has submitted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, and he's a very hard puncher, believe it or not. 19 years old, this guy's doing all this. Arichi Lang, he has a good ground game. He has a very strong chin. He has good takedown defense. He's a hard, versatile striker, and he's a pressure fighter. He likes to stay in your face and keep coming the entire fight. I'm going Raul Rosas Jr. If you're going to bet on this guy, you're probably going to want to bet on him soon because he's already like a 7-1 favorite. So I'm going to take Rosas Jr., and I'm also going to take the under 2.5 round prop because Rosas loves to submit guys. And I can see him winning by rear naked choke or some sort of submission. So I'm going to go with Raul Rosas Jr. This is pretty cut and dry. I think he'll just take down Arichi Lang. Won't be easy at first, but I think he'll keep trying until he gets him down. And then he'll just wear on him until he gets that rear naked choke or some other sort of choke to get him to get the submission. So it should be some good money to be made on this card, y'all. Mix up your wins, losses with your prop bets. I'll be coming out with a strong bet video as well and a prop bet video again. And there should be some good money to be made on this fight card. Good luck and enjoy the fights.